And in the locker room, each guy has been going over and missing some depth tonight, but the starting lineup is intact for this team. So let's take a look at the starters for the Dallas Mavericks. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with Richardson. And it's Marjanovic in at the center, filling out the middle. And for the Nuggets, we've got Rivers. Michael Porter's out there with Bol. And it's Nikola Jokic. Doncic. Jokic grabs the miss.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Left side, Porter. Here's Jokic. And that one off the back of the rim and in. Well, this seems to be a game that could be very tactical, Greg. Both teams relying on execution in the half court.
And, Kevin, you're going to see a lot of ball movement and body movement, and you can't just stand around and watch one guy go to work. I think that puts so much pressure on the defense with how the game is played.
And an emphasis on coaching, too.
Yes. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And a wide open look for Porter. Gets a very good look and converts.
Porter in a comfortable place there. He likes the passes being on target, and he stays perfect in rhythm with that, Jay.
Porzingis passes to Richardson. Back to Porzingis. Richardson up top. Pass to Marjanovic. That one goes in.
Well, if you're giving up that much height, the only thing that you can do as a defender is to foul him.
Here's Bol. Rivers against Richardson. Jokic on the follow.
Yeah, Jokic in a smart place there, collects the offensive rebound, very alert, and cleans up the mess.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Marjanovic. Over Porter. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet. And, guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Richardson. Inside. Here's Marjanovic. No problem on the jumper in close. Marjanovic has got his second bucket.
There's a solid opening quarter right here. Very active and creating a lot of good opportunities for himself.
Now, here's Bol. Guarded by Porzingis. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Tim Hardaway picks one up.
And the size Bol has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
Catching up on the changes for Denver. Paul Millsap's checked in for Jokic. Green comes in for Michael Porter. And it's Harrison in for Rivers. Now here's Redick. And it's sent back by Millsap.
Great block from Millsap, sending that one back.
Here's Harrison. That one falls.
This is as good as it gets for a first quarter in terms of shooting the basketball.
Mavericks trail by 6. And we're approaching about 3.5 minutes played in the first quarter. Finney-Smith kicks to Cauley-Stein. Wants to get it to Powell, and does. Over Green. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And it's Harrison with the ball for the Denver Nuggets. Here's Redick. And that one drops.
Proving he's more than just an outside shooter. Redick also has a sweet touch from that area.
Outside, Green. Pass to Harrison. Shoots from the baseline. Can't hit that one. And the Mavericks going the other way now. The pass to Redick. He kicks to Cauley-Stein. Millsap's against Brunson. No good with the finger roll. The Nuggets leading by 4. Out left to the wing. Harrison passes to Bowles. Shoots over Powell. Money from the wing. Bowles got 6.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bowles' understanding of when to look for his is next level.
Rob. Green with the ball. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. To the paint. It's deflected. And a missed layup.
And he gets a lot of points right there at the rim, but the defense determined not to give up the easy deuce there.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts.
Selfless. I mean, you need to
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And when you consider how Denver is doing, guys, what are your thoughts?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
They couldn't ask for a better one right now. Just a complete rhythm by all the guys who got some minutes. Wonderful start.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. Taking a look at the Nuggets, we've got Monte Morris. JaVale McGee is out there with Harrison. Then there's Paul Millsap. It's Najee in at the 4 spot.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Millsap with it, now guarded by Redick. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, the Mavericks have their young star tandem in Luka Doncic and Kristaps Porzingis. KP said, we can be a pretty deadly duo. It's only going to be a matter of time. Once we get that two-man game going, it's going to be hard to stop. Guys, it's already hard to stop. Back to you.
A team on the rise, David. Thank you so much. Stolen by McGee. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Morris with the ball. Here's Najee. And a miss there on the triple. Mavericks trail by 6. And it's Cauley-Stein. That time on the assist by Burke. Cauley-Stein's got 4 points in the quarter.
Now, Cauley-Stein, a big that can run the floor, so he can be a weapon in the fast break game.
Now, here is Morris. He's guarded closely, and he comes up with the deuce.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Here's Redick. Passes to Finney-Smith. And he slams it one-handed.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Now here is McGee. 6 points for him. Here's Morris. Can't hit from in close. Mavericks trail by 4. Redick passes to Finney-Smith. And that one is good.
Just no resistance on the inside. That's their 5th consecutive make in the paint.
Denver's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Morris looking over the floor. Down low. McGee dishes to Morris. Denver passing it around. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table. But in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off? Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are 3 names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did.
Well, Richardson doing a great job in transition. Has good speed. That time accelerates in the open floor.
They need this, and finished off by Porter.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Up top, Doncic. Guarded by Porter. And that one's good. Doncic.
And the level of concentration that Doncic has, even under pressure, this guy is cool as a cucumber.
Pass to Rivers. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Pass to Jokic. The 9-footer's on the mark. Jokic has got the game tied up here for Denver.
I swear Jokic is out there playing with the watch on because of the timing aspect of his game.
Doncic kicks to Porzingis. Back to Doncic. And there's the pass to Porzingis with the putback. And Bull pulls it down. Doncic with the steal. And here is Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
And how about the sequence in its entirety? Momentum swing, and you love the effort here. The hard work on the offensive glass. You can see the coaching staff rise up and clap for that effort.
It's all tied in Denver. We'll see you after halftime for the...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
For the Nuggets, Kenny, what was your impression? You have to love a team that pounds it. And that'll...
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, Jokic getting it done today.
In those first 2 quarters, he was pretty much an automatic bucket getter if he got it down low on the block.
Yeah, we'll see if the double teams start to come here in the second half to make them adjust offensively, but he's going to keep going at it.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Josh Richardson out there with Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Now, here's Doncic. Passes it to Porzingis. Hardaway with a wide open look. Gets the 3-pointer to fall. Hardaway has got himself on the board with 3 there.
Pretty unselfish play there, right? Porzingis finding the open man, and he's more and more comfortable and more aware of everything going on around him.
And that one's good. Millsap.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
To the middle. Here's Doncic. Makes it off the glass. Doncic has got 6.
I like seeing Josh Richardson distribute the ball, especially when his teammates are wide open. That makes for an easy pass.
Marjanovic against Millsap. Off on the layup.
And it doesn't even matter that he's surrounded on that possession. He's got the size to pull those boards down anyway.
Marjanovic against McGee. The drive by Doncic. Back to Marjanovic. Clock at 6. Shoots over McGee. Marjanovic, no good.
He has to make those shots, guys. If not, a lot of pressure is shifted to the perimeter shooters to hit everything.
Here's Najee. It's deflected. Richardson outside. Inside. Doncic. And Doncic. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Some nice passing here by Dallas. Kicks to Burke. To the inside. And Finney Smith gets it to go. Now it's a 6-point Maverick lead.
And good passing in the paint may be even more important to an offense than great passing on the perimeter. Those are areas where you got to be careful.
Here's Jokic, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Jokic has got 10 points.
Now, that's not a chance that Jokic is going to mess up. He's too good around the rim.
Burke, the pass to Richardson. Pass to Porzingis. Porzingis is doubled. Redick against Jokic. The shot by Redick, no good. The Nuggets trail by 4. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
A different look for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for J.J. Redick. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Burke. Here's Jokic. Nice D from Porzingis.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Porter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
There's been a lot of talk about Michael Porter Jr. and the way that he plays and how athletic he is. How's he doing that on the vegan diet? For some, it works well.
We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
And now the Nuggets, fast break. Here's Rivers. Nice D from Doncic. Mavericks leading by 3. The 3 ball. And Finney Smith gets it to go. 9 points in the game so far.
And certainly they are not hesitating, letting it fly from deep here in the second half.
Rivers with it. Now guarded by Porzingis. The offensive rebound. And that one's good. Jokic.
Such an outstanding effort there for the big man to stay focused with his shot. Jokic, tremendous concentration.
Now Doncic. He's got 8. They get a hand on it. Jokic with the steal. And here comes the break. From 10 feet out, the putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Now, here's Doncic. Pass to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
All of that happening because Porzingis moved well off of the screen to find the space.
Here's Jokic. And no good on the last second attempt this time. The third quarter comes to a close. Mavericks lead by 4. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the 2-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Even though the position is called shooting guard, passing part of your responsibilities in today's game.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Jermichael Green is out there with Jokic. Then there's Paul Millsap. Then there's Austin Rivers. That's the group in the game for the Nuggets.
That's a hard-nosed play from Hardaway, absorbing contact and not taking no for an answer.
Rivers dishes to Millsap. Shoots from 14, and the rejection by Marjanovic. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Count it.
He's got some growing confidence right now in the catch-and-shoot game, Hardaway Jr. Feels like he could score from anywhere.
The pass to Jokic. Dallas leading by 8. Brunson with a clean look. Another 3 for Dallas. Greg, one of your former teammates, John Starks, would get under a guy's skin on the court. He's like a nuisance, but really opposite off the floor, away from the game.
I tell you, Kev, John's got a heart of gold, and anybody that knows him is going to be a fan of the person. John is as good a friend as I can ever recall having.
And he's going to get whistled for that foul, GA. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Doncic kicks to Brunson. Passes it to Marjanovic. It's rebounded by Najee. The Nuggets trail by 9. Doncic with the steal. Here's Brunson. Again, the miss by the Mavericks. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for Denver. Pass to McGee. Doncic with it. Right side, Porzingis. Brunson. And it's sent back by Millsap. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. McGee against Doncic. McGee in the high post. The Mavericks pull it in. Doncic looking it over. Left side, Porzingis. Pass to Marjanovic. Yep, that one goes in there. Marjanovic has got the lead up to 11 now for the Mavs.
And they know for next time, don't let him establish position down low.
Yeah, when he's this close to the basket, it's a wrap.
Hardaway against Millsap. Najee passes to Millsap, and it goes down 2 points.
You can see how comfortable Millsap is right now. His confidence growing.
Mavericks leading by 9. Brunson kicks to Doncic. A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
Now they're playing working to perfection there, if that was their plan. And if it wasn't, maybe that should be their plan.
Richardson, he's checked in for Jalen Brunson. Free throw drops from Marjanovic. There's 1:38 left here in the 4th quarter. Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Now the pass to Jokic. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
That's a pretty smooth release for a 6'10" center on the perimeter.
Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Richardson outside. Doncic against Porter. Here's Porzingis, and that's good. A nice job in the glass as they pick up 2 on the second effort.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Mavericks.
Their inside game was what secured them the win tonight.
They had their way in the paint, and those are all high percentage shots, but the defense couldn't stop them from getting down low.
And a lot of players tonight helped contribute to this performance, but in particular, a real good game it was for Luka Doncic.
You look at the energy he brought on both ends of the floor, and it's easy to see why he was a difference maker.
Doncic, no good. They got a chance to cut the deficit to within 10. Millsap finds Rivers. Porter looking it over.
I'm shocked he missed that wide open look. He has to feel embarrassed he blew that one.
And guys, they can just sit on the ball here if they want to.
They have earned this win.
The three for Doncic. Doesn't go for him. Outside Porter from downtown. The putback. Jokic on the follow.
I love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that about wraps it up.
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the player introductions are wrapped up. The starting. Welcome aboard, everybody. This is. And a look at the status here of both teams' injured players and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. They've got Porter. Jokic is out there with Bol. Then there's Austin Rivers. And for Portland, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center position.
He plays with so much heart, McCollum. I mean, is constantly battling on the court. This time, it's on the glass.
Pass to Jokic. Jokic draws the double. To the paint. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. 6 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Some very aggressive defense to prevent the easy lay-in.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season, came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
Now, here's Lillard. Here's Anthony. And Bol pulls it down.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Porter passes to Rivers. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is never going to be the most explosive athlete, but some have questioned his conditioning, even his motor. What do you see?
I mean, the crazy thing is, even with those questions, he regularly puts up box scores we haven't seen in half a century. But to win it all, you've got to leave no stone unturned. And I think for a young player, he's got to make more of a commitment to his body. And I think we will see that in time.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. After the Nuggets pick up 2. Covington kicks to Nurkic. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Appreciate the effort, though, making his presence felt defensively.
McCollum dishes to Nurkic. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum.
Sometimes it's impossible to contain Nurkic. At his height and weight, he's great at finishing through contact.
And just under 2.5 minutes elapsed here in the first. The pass to Rivers. Back to Jokic. It's not going to go for him. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Here's McCollum. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
The Trailblazers have gone 2 of 6 from the field. Here's McCollum. And it's sent back by Jokic. And a wide open look for Porter. And again, Denver no good. And it's Lillard with the ball. He brings it up for Portland. Pass to Nurkic. Lets it go from 11. Here's Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard to the left side wing. Another shot. Outside Anthony. Pass to McCollum. From the arc. Again, McCollum missing.
Still plenty of time for him to contribute in this game, but it's a tough stretch he's going through.
Rivers with it. Now Anthony defending. Porter passes to Jokic. Drops it in from 11 feet.
And just paying attention to the details, it makes great reads offensively. Jokic is so comfortable with the catch and shoot.
Now here's Lillard. He's still scoreless so far in this one. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Jokic against Nurkic. Back to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. And it's Jokic missing.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
And that massive wingspan coming into play there. Ball uses it to perfection to block shots.
Lillard with the rebound. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. It's Carmelo Anthony on the wing. Here's Nurkic. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Passes it to Bull. Now Rivers. From the line. And that one good.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
We see this all too often. You have to be willing to put in the work.
Here's Lillard. Lays it up and banks it in. Lillard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Now, what more can you say about Lillard's gritty demeanor on the court? I guess contact doesn't bother.
It's all tied in Portland. And when Damian Lillard's in the flow, there is no stopping.
I think in the past, anytime
Greg, this is why they say there's no substitute for experience.
And I agree. And, you know, sometimes guys need to learn to be more selfish at times. You also learn, if it ain't broke, keep going with it. Ride the hot hand.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
Taking a look at the Nuggets. Monte Morris is out there with Harrison. Then there's Paul Millsap. And there's JaVale McGee. It's Najee in at the 4. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody.
Oh, the power! And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And, guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
The shot by Powell, no good.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
And it's out of bounds. The Nuggets able to retain possession here. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Here's Harrison. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Shot clock at 6. Back to Green. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Denver the rebound. Here's Millsap. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Here's Powell. Here's Jones. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. This is his second trip to the free throw line.
And at the line last year, he was good on about 77% of his attempts.
And so Jones nails both of them. And here in the second quarter of action with a hair under 2.5 minutes played so far.
You know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a rollout on this team.
Campazzo. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So Portland ends up going with the new group. Down low. Now here's Nurkic. Back to McCollum. Takes a 3. And he's good on the 3-ball. McCollum's got the lead up to 7 now for Portland.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that 2-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point.
Trailblazers leading by 5. Lillard outside. And the pass to McCollum. Just 5 to shoot. Got a hand on it, and he gets it back. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Campazzo. And it's off from 3-point range. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on 3-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Cullen passes to Anthony. Bull with it. Now Covington defending. From deep 3-point range. The second effort. Here's Bull. And the layup's good off the glass. And now just a 3-point Trailblazer lead.
The towering presence that is Bull. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
Lillard against Rivers. McCollum kicks to Covington. Cullen passes to Carmelo. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Trailblazers lead by 5.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Campazzo, covered by Lillard. Rivers against McCollum. They grab their own miss. Rivers passes to Jokic. Great D that time from Nurkic. The 3 from McCollum. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. And that'll do it.
Second half of basketball upon us. We may be in for an exciting finish based on how close of a game it's been so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Anthony, and it's Nurkic in at the pivot spot manning the middle. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with. Here's Harrison, and it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Cantor checked in for Portland. Hollis Jefferson comes in for Robert Covington. I'm glad we got to see the mobile 1 block once more. What a play.
Emphatic with the rejection. You've got to appreciate that kind of forceful defense.
Now Lillard, 6 points for him. From deep. Rebounded by McGee. The Nuggets trail by 5.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
So for the Trailblazers, Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Rondé Hollis Jefferson, and Jones subbed in for Anthony. Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Lillard scanning the floor. Over Harrison. Lillard with the bucket. Lillard's got the lead up to 7 now for the Trailblazers.
Well, talking about Lillard, he's so good as a scorer in the paint. I mean, probably just as good as any point guard.
Third quarter of basketball. We're about a minute and a half in. Najee passes to Morris. Here's McGee, and he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket. McGee's got his second basket.
A specialty of McGee's. I mean, he's a high-activity guy who's opportunistic on the offensive glass.
And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. Cullen passes to Lillard. To the paint. Deflects the pass. McCollum outside. From the stripe. It's deflected. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. He muscles it in through the contact, and they call the foul. And he's on his way to the free throw line.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Perfect example of how to run the break the right way and get a great look.
JaMychal Green, he's checked in for Denver. Porter comes in for Monte Morris. McCollum outside. He kicks it to Cantor. Pass to Lillard. Portland moving the ball around. Millsap against Cantor. Nurkic in the post. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
That's a solid blueprint. Here's Cantor. Not going to go that time. Good work defensively by Millsap. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. Harrison passes to Millsap. The kick out to Porter. There's 1:26 left to play here in the third. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Nurkic. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Jones. Powell, he's checked in for McCollum. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. And it's out of bounds. The Trailblazers able to retain possession here. Giles checked in for Enes Kanter. Jokic has checked in for the Nuggets. Simons. Denver grabs the miss. Bulls got his 4th rebound in this one. Covington with the steal. And it's blocked. Simons, nice persistence to tip it back up and in. 55 seconds left here in the third quarter. Pass to Jokic. Dishes to Bull. And it's off the back rim. No good. And Simons has got the ball here for Portland. The lead is 2. Giles the pass to Powell. Clock at 6. Cloak loose. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. He gets that one. Bulls got 6 points.
And the big fella knows how to score the basketball. Bulls' understanding of when to look for his is next level.
Shot left block. Tips it up. And it's good. But hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And not so fast. The officials are going to check that shot again and make sure they got it right before. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Trailblazers lead by 2. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. In a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
Oh, beautiful feed. Always a luxury to have a big man who can see the whole floor.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the fourth quarter. So on the floor for Denver, they've got Nikola Jokic, Paul Millsap out there at Bowl. Then there's Austin Rivers. Passes to Jokic. Kicks to Rivers. This one for three. And it's Portland with the rebound. Simons has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Anthony, the pass to Powell. There's another block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Coach trusts him to make winning plays down the stretch. I mean, because he's shown that ability time and time and time again.
Powell inside. He's guarded by Rivers. Here's Covington, and he banks in the layup. Covington's got 4 this quarter.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
There's the pass to Millsap. Jokic with it. There's the triple. Rebounded by Anthony.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And a good offensive board. And he gets the bucket. And the Trailblazers lead by 6.
And how about the perseverance offensively? I mean, following up the missed shot, and that results in second and third opportunities.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. Ande Hollis-Jefferson comes in for Anthony. C.J. McCollum, he's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Trailblazers leading by 6. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Lillard against Morris. They double team McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. From 10 feet out. And he overshot that one, missing. The Nuggets trail by 6. Pass to Harrison. Now Morris. Back to McGee. Knocked away. Lillard outside. Over Porter. We've got 1:48 left in the fourth quarter. Hollis-Jefferson kicks to Nurkic. And here is Morris. To the middle. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Portland leading by 6. McCollum finds Nurkic. And finished off by Nurkic.
Using incredible balance and mobility for his position, Nurkic drives all the way to the rim.
Morris looking over the floor. Up top, Porter passes it to McGee. 6 on the shot clock. Out to Morris. From outside the arc. And again, Denver no good. This game looks like they've got it just about wrapped up.
Yeah, just got to work that clock and take care of the ball.
Lillard fires away from way outside. Kicks it out to McCollum. Covington trying to break free. McCollum outside. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard, and at last they get one to fall. And now it's a 10-point Trailblazer lead.
I think it's safe to call this one a wrap.
Yeah, the game got away from them, but hopefully they've learned some things, and hopefully they'll be able to make some adjustments next time.
And so Lillard will bring it up for Portland. The pass to McCollum. Lillard with it from deep three-point range. Lillard again missing. Lillard against Morris. Near the three-point line, it's Porter, and the slam dunk by McGee.
Well, that's just too easy for McGee. I mean, the minute he establishes position in this area, the defense is done.
And so it's Portland winning this one. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Margaret Hunt-Hill Bridge. Yep. Allison.
Hey, Kevin.
It might indeed, David. Well said. Thank you for that report. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Anthony is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center position. And for the Mavericks, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Jalen Brunson out there with Luka Doncic, and it's Marjanovic in at the 5. Terrific talented backcourts tonight, Greg. Did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it. You always want the opportunity to play against the best because you want to see where you stand. But in the end, even when you know a guy's better than you, and you're going to have that be the case a lot of nights, you still know that you will have an ability to impact the outcome when it comes to winning. And that's where you have to keep your focus.
Here's Lillard following the score by Dallas. Inside and finished off by Nurkic.
Yeah, you know, Lillard has been so good at finding the open man, puts a lot of zip on his passes, and he knows he's responsible for getting his teammates the ball.
Now here's Brunson. Passes it to Marjanovic. Stolen by McCollum. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. That one wide left. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Damian Lillard. That's his first foul. And it's Porzingis with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. Doncic kicks to Brunson. The dish to Hardaway. Trying to find Marjanovic. Gets it over to him. He gets it in there.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Lillard against Doncic. Puts it up from 15. The rebound by Marjanovic.
Very dangerous to leave a guy like that open. Lucky break there for the D.
And Brunson has it in the corner. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
Tell you what, for a young player, Doncic has already shown tremendous skill and feel for the game. Beautiful floor awareness there.
And I remember when Doncic was first asked, who is your favorite player? And boy, he did not hesitate. LeBron James.
Hey, Greg, for guys of his generation, that would be the answer for 80 to 90% of them, and with good reason. How about these quotes from Doncic? He said, if I dunk on LeBron, I can retire. But I like this one a little better. He said, LeBron can play in a lot of different positions. I can too. But for me to be like LeBron, I have to work much harder. That's a guy who knows his stuff.
Lets it go from 14. Great positioning on the putback.
And folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Doncic finds Brunson. Back to Doncic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
Boy, they dodged one there, guys. I mean, he got the wide open look that he wanted, just didn't knock it down.
Lillard dishes to Carmelo. Covington wide open. He fires. And the three off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Porzingis passes to Doncic. And yes, it's good.
One of the things I love most about Luka Doncic, his court recognition and awareness. This guy is so sharp and alert, understands how to play.
Now here's McCollum. No points in the game yet for him. The wide open look here for Anthony, and it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
And I like how he draws the attention on the inside, and then the nice little kick out in rhythm for the jumper.
Doncic looking it over. Pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
I'd say that shot is well within his range.
I would hope so.
Yeah, and especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Now here's McCollum. Right side, Covington. Nurkic kicks to McCollum. 4 on the clock. Nurkic can't hit.
It does not get much easier than that, but somehow he came up empty there.
Out to Porzingis. The pass to Marjanovic. He knocks it down, but wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And indeed, they're going to look at it again. They need to be certain he beat the buzzer.
Yeah, and at this...
It's a tie game in Dallas. And the second quarter will get underway just after this short break. Well, before...
I think it comes from the...
And that's the kind of support, Greg, he gives his teammates on and off the floor.
And, you know, guys naturally trust him. They believe in him, and he typically comes through when they need him.
And getting going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And, guys, what's your take so far on the Mavs?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what? Makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case. No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
They've got Willie Cauley-Stein, Josh Richardson out there with J.J. Redick. Then there's Dwight Powell, and it's Finney-Smith in at the 3. So that's who Dallas starts the second with. Covington kicks to Kanter. Here's Simons. That 3 off the mark.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him. And where Finney-Smith really made strides last season, his consistency from range.
And you know, Greg, it was really his defense, the work ethic he brings, the effort level. I mean, that's always been there. I watched this kid play in college, and that's always been part of his package. But as an NBA wing, you've got to be able to knock down shots and help space the floor if you want to find your way into the lineup. And to Finney-Smith's credit, he's done that and has become a valuable part of the rotation.
Cauley-Stein finds Richardson. Back to Cauley-Stein. And he makes good on the layup. Cauley-Stein's got the lead up to 4 now for Dallas.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Outside, Covington. In the corner, Powell with it. Bangs home the trifecta. Powell's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Unselfishness, always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Redick dishes to Powell. Outside for Redick. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Redick's got the lead back up to 4 now for the Mavs. Here's Simons. Richardson covering. Simons, the pass to Kanter. Here's Simons. Back to Kanter. Here's Jones.
Oh my
great.
goodness! That was special.
Oh, he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
And I like it. I mean, some coaches might want to see just a sure-handed lay-in there, but for me, I don't mind a little extra.
Here's Richardson. Powell trying to free himself up. No good on his first attempt of the game. And Simons has got the ball here for the Portland Trail Blazers. Trailing by 2. Oh, and the dunk by Jones.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points.
Hey, guys, I know I'm stating the obvious here, but those could be an important 2 points considering how close this game is.
Cauley Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
For Portland, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's Simons. Richardson cover. Jones up top. The Mavericks pull it in. .103 left now here in the second. For the three. And it's rebounded by Covington. Portland's gone 1 of 2 on three-pointers here in the second quarter so far. Here's Powell. Drops it in from 14 feet away. Powell's got it all tied up now for the Trailblazers.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Here's Finney-Smith, defended by Jones. Here's Cauley Stein. That one goes in for him, too, making it look easy. He's now 4 for 4.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Redick against Powell. We've got 22 seconds left in the first half. No good on that one. Great D that time from Redick. The Mavericks have gotten just over 50% of their shots to drop here in the second quarter. They're 5 for 9. Finney-Smith kicks to Richardson. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Mavericks. All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, Bas. The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. The period wrapped up with the teams on level. Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. Without question, Willie Cauley-Stein displaying his skills tonight.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. On the floor for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Hollis Jefferson is out there with Nurkic, and it's Anthony in at the 3 spot. Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Hardaway. Back to Doncic. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That is his first foul of the game. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Lillard, the pass to Nurkic, and finished off by Nurkic.
And you can't allow Nurkic to get that kind of position. When you do, he is going to rattle that rim.
Here's Doncic. He has 6. Pass to Marjanovic. Dallas moving it around. Nurkic with the block.
You know, he just has not been himself this period. Just too inconsistent up and down at the offensive end.
Got a piece of it.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
The drive by Doncic. And he uses the glass on the layup. Doncic has got 8 points.
Well, you can't let Doncic have these types of opportunities, guys. When you aren't close to him, this is what happens.
Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 so far in the third quarter from the field. Pretty good start to the half. And the basket by Lillard. Lillard's got the lead up to 2 now for Portland.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Doncic passes to Porzingis. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Once Porzingis gets some momentum, just get out of the way.
The Trailblazers have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Fires from 14, and Portland again with the bucket.
Hard to imagine them losing this game if they can keep shooting like that.
Not many empty trips for this group. It seems everything's falling for them this half.
Doncic passes to Brunson. 1:46 left in the third quarter. Just 5 on the clock. Pass to Porzingis. And that one is off. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Anthony finds McCollum. Now Cantor. Lillard outside. Offensive rebound.
And usually amongst the leaders in the offensive rebound rate, Cantor gives your team found points off misses.
Doncic against Lillard. Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Exactly. The defense determined not to allow the easy layup right there. They'll settle for making him earn the free throws.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Porzingis. Redick comes in for Tim Hardaway Jr. Josh Richardson's checked in for Jalen Brunson. And Trey Burke subbed in for Doncic. Pass to Jones. With the tip, and Covington stays with it.
Boy, how about the effort and energy that time by Covington. Just worked his way right to the glass and got the follow-up basket.
Burke kicks to Marjanovic. We've got 33 seconds left here in the third quarter. To the inside. And Covington sends it back.
You know, you talk about Covington, and he's what you call a typical 3-and-D player. Has been that way most of his career.
Powell, that's good.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And on the flip side, the defenders have to show more fight on the interior. They've got to offer more resistance here.
Richardson left side. And so it's Portland with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. Burke is out there with Richardson. Then there's J.J. Redick, and there's Porzingis, and it's Finney-Smith in at the power forward position. That's the lineup out there for the Mavericks. Richardson the pass to Porzingis. Finney-Smith kicks to Porzingis. Taken away. Here's Simons to the paint. Here's Jones, and Jones slams it in.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Well, turning defense to offense, we talk about it all the time. Try to hit your opponent at the other end before they can set up the defense.
Back to Richardson. Outside, Porzingis. Shot clock at 6. It's good.
You know, Porzingis is a guy who's used to having to fight his way through the defense, and good balance allowed him to do that there.
Cullen passes to Simons. About a minute and a half into the fourth quarter now. And it's McCollum in the corner. He dishes it to Powell. And stolen by Richardson. Now here's Reddick, the fast break opportunity. Here's Burke. No good on the triple. Trailblazers leading by 8. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
Clearly a careless pass. He got away with one there.
Dallas making a switch here. Doncic is checked in. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Robert Covington. Cantor comes in for Jones. Anthony's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Doncic against Anthony. Doncic passes to Finney-Smith. Out of bounds, Portland takes possession.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
And the Mavericks with some changes. Marjanovic checked in for Dorian Finney-Smith. Tim Hardaway Jr. comes in for Burke. And it's Jalen Brunson in for Richardson. Lillard, the pass to McCollum. Back to Lillard. Some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Brunson against McCollum. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by Marjanovic. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. Mavericks trail by 10. Doncic outside. And there's the pass to Porzingis. It's over Nurkic, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
You know, all that size and length there. When Porzingis is using his body like this, I mean, it forces the defense to be aggressive.
That one is no good. Portland leading by 9. Lillard from outside. It's rebounded by Porzingis. Dallas now running out of time. To the middle. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Man, I like how close Porzingis gets to the rim. I mean, he knows when he's this deep, the defense really has no chance to keep him from dunking.
Pass to Nurkic. Anthony kicks to Lillard. Lock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. 2 open that time. Made it look too easy. And the Trailblazers lead by 9.
And the shooting form of Anthony, just perfect. He's dangerous with the catch and shoot and just terrific at scoring when in rhythm.
Brunson against Lillard. Near the three-point line, it's Doncic. C.J. McCollum with the rebound. And so it's McCollum. He'll bring it up for the Portland Trailblazers. 1:11 left to play here in the fourth. And Lillard kicks to Nurkic. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in. And now an 11-point Portland lead. For Dallas, they've gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Brunson scanning the floor. Passes it to Marjanovic. And stolen by Lillard.
Guys, I think this is a game they have to feel good about as we wind through the final moments here in what looks to be a solid win for Portland.
Fewer miscues made the difference.
Yeah, I mean, a great all-around effort. Not only did they minimize their turnovers, but kept the pressure up on D, forcing the other team to commit turnovers.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Lillard.
He just looked like an orchestrator out there. His teammates kept running to the open spot, and he found them time and time again.
And it's the Trailblazers with the ball. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth quarter. From deep. Rebounded by Hardaway. But they recover it. Nurkic can't hit. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. This was a very strong showing for him. The Margaret Hunt Hill Bridge. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. Jokic is out there at goal. Then it's Michael Porter. Then there's Austin Rivers. And for the Mavericks, Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Jalen Brunson out there with Doncic. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5 spot. Now here's Porter. Launches a 3. The rebound by Marjanovic. Hardaway against Porter. And Hardaway gets it to go. Hardaway has got the opening field goal of the game for Dallas. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
All set. Here's Porter. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Luka Doncic.
Yeah, a former five-star recruit. We know about the talent level with Porter, but he's also a mature, hard-working guy.
And so it's Porzingis. He'll bring it up for the Mavericks. To the left wing. First quarter, just over a minute played. There's the pass to Marjanovic. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. An outstanding defensive play to earn the Mobile One block.
And early in a game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
Pass to Jokic. Rivers in the corner. Campazzo laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
Just over a minute and a half played here in this one. Out to Hardaway. Down low. Marjanovic down low. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That is nice. I'll tell you what, young fella might need a little anger management right there after one of those dunks. How about the edge he puts on those?
I'm surprised the backboard survived that one. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Nuggets will retain possession. Hardaway against Porter. And here is Doncic. Now here's Brunson. Now Doncic. Bucket is good.
So out of the gates, 3 for 3, exactly what they're looking for.
Here in the first, just under 2.5 minutes played so far.
And Doncic was part of a draft day trade that so far seems to have worked out pretty well for both teams.
That's exactly right. Doncic, Greg, was selected by Atlanta with the 3rd pick. He was then quickly shipped to Dallas for the 5th overall pick, which turned into Trae Young, plus a future pick. Neither of these young men wasted any time putting their stamp on the NBA. I do think their futures will always be discussed in connection with the other. I think you can see the strength that Porzingis has been developing over the early part of his career. That progress is showing up on a nightly basis.
Now, here's Bull. Here's Jokic. Nice D from Porzingis.
I'll tell you, most of the time this guy's going to finish that, but that was tremendous defense that prohibits him from completing the play.
Hardaway finds Brunson. Back to Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Marjanovic down low, and Bull pulls it down. The Nuggets trail by 3. Yep, that one goes.
Just using his size well close to the rim. Porter is outstanding at cashing in from those spots.
Here's Brunson. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Here's Marjanovic. And it's wide right. Hits off the rim. Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Inside, Bull. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Yeah, inside, Bull does a great job just making subtle adjustments and utilizing that length.
Outside Hardaway to the inside. And the shot goes down.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Pass to Bull. That one falls. His second basket of the game. He's now 2 for 3.
And you see defenses trying to be physical with Bull. That time, contact on the shot had no effect.
Brunson against Rivers. Here's Marjanovic. falls through. He's now made 2 of 4. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Passes to Rivers. Lampazzo, guarded by Doncic. The 3. They get it back. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The towering presence that is Ball. Good at staying active and going after those offensive rebounds.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Nuggets. And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And the Nuggets, guys, what jumps out to you numbers-wise?
Well, they use the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And we know this. Every team in the league now seems to be looking to play with pace.
So on the floor for Denver, they've got Harrison. He's out there with Monte Morris. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap. It's Najee in at the power forward. Here's Finney-Smith. It's rebounded by Najee. And pushing it up, here's Denver. And that one, good. Harrison's got the second quarter going with the first basket of the period for the Nuggets. Richardson attacking. Powell, no one around him. That shot off, and it's Denver the other way. And pushing it up, here's Denver. Here's Najee. It's rebounded by Dallas.
Amazing tenacity attacking the basket, and I'm sure he won't miss that next time.
Redick passes to Cauley-Stein. And Cauley-Stein throws it down.
Cauley-Stein, a tremendous athlete and a dynamic finisher.
The Nuggets have gotten only 1 of their first 4 shots in the second quarter to drop. Outside Millsap. The 3 from Morris. McGee. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Right wing. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Richardson. McGee with the block. Here's Harrison, covered by Redick. And that one's good, Harrison.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Mavericks trail by 5. Up top, Powell. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. The shot by Cauley-Stein, no good. Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The pass to Najee. Here's Harrison. To the middle. The 9-foot shot. That one a little long. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
Count it, good. And looking back at what was a stellar career, Greg, if there was one thing you could have done different, do you have anything on your mind?
You know, I would have loved to have had the opportunity to finish my career in New York. That was a special place, a special time. Unfortunately, that didn't transpire, but that's the one thing that stands out. That and obviously not winning a championship.
I can understand both of those.
Yes.
Well, everyone's seeking those high percentage looks in the restricted area. Nicely done there.
Morris looking over the floor. To the paint, here's McGee. Lays it up off the glass. McGee's got 4 points this quarter.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Here in the second quarter, just under 3.5 minutes played, Cauley-Stein. From down in the low post, it goes. Cauley-Stein's got his second basket of the game. Denver in the lead. Pass to McGee, and stolen by Cauley-Stein. Fast break, Dallas, and here they go. And a slam dunk by Richardson.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
And right now you love the chess match, right? The ability of each side to adjust to what the other is doing.
Harrison kicks to Morris. Outside for Millsap. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Harrison. Here's McGee. Nice work on the boards, paying off with the basket. McGee's got 6.
And he has really come to life here after a slow start in that first quarter.
Richardson the pass to Finney-Smith. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Mavericks shooting their first free throws of this game.
Yeah, a year ago, though, Kevin, 78% conversion rate from the free throw line. So that's a nice all-around effort.
Catching up on the changes for Dallas. Porzingis is checked in for Cauley Stein. Hardaway comes in for Dwight Powell. Burke, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. And Luka Doncic subbed in for Josh Richardson. The Mavericks leading. Down low, here's Hardaway. It's good. The assist that time from Burke.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Pass to Bull. Doncic with the steal. Fast break. Here they come. And Burke has it in the corner. Here's Finney-Smith to the paint. Hardaway. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed assist. Now it's a 5-point Dallas lead. That shot off the mark. And some good action through the first 2 quarters.
Thanks, Rick.
Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Mavericks was fairly even. Some good action during the period as it... And...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. Nice game. Great performance by Tim Hardaway Jr.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
You know, as a coach, you can preach good shot selection, but it's up to the players to execute, and this guy has done just that.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. On the court for the Mavericks. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Luka Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5.
Well, this guy has multiple ways to get to the free throw line, and boy, has his stroke been on the money.
Marjanovic finds Doncic. Back to Marjanovic. Passes it to Porzingis. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Porzingis has got the lead up to 5 now for the Mavs. Well, coming into the league with immense potential, Porzingis has already fulfilled much of it, already an all-star. But, you know, Greg, there are still areas he's working on.
Yeah, he's definitely getting stronger and more physical. You'd like to see him make the next pass a little more often when a teammate has a better shot. But if he can just stay healthy, boy, the sky's the limit on what he can accomplish.
Jokic, no good. Mavericks leading by 7. Outside Hardaway. To the middle. Here's Porzingis. Good, and the assist goes to Hardaway. Porzingis has got 4 points in the quarter.
Moving it around, 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
Campazzo, guarded by Doncic. Doncic with the block.
Hard work pays off for Luka in that instance. How about that on the defensive end? Send it back, Luka.
Brunson scanning the floor. He kicks it to Doncic. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. And now a 12-point Maverick lead. Nuggets shooting a mediocre 41% in this one. And the foul called on Tim Hardaway Jr. That'll be his second foul of the game. Josh Richardson's checked in for the Mavericks. And Denver also making a switch. Green's checked in. Porter passes to Jokic. Will it go? A rebound by Marjanovic. Marjanovic has got it.
Boy, that makes him 0 for 3 to start the second half. Not the start you were hoping for here.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Rivers passes to Jokic, and the rejection by Marjanovic.
I'll tell you, it feels all night like this guy's been forcing shots, rushing shots. He's really struggling on the offensive end.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Jokic inside, guarded by Marjanovic. Yep, it goes, and the Dallas lead is cut back down to 14 on those points from Jokic. To the right side. Richardson outside. Now the pass to Marjanovic. On the wing, Doncic. Guarded by Porter. 5 on the clock. And it's Doncic missing. The Nuggets trail by 14, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luka Doncic. That'll be his second foul of the game. A different look for Dallas. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for Marjanovic. Redick comes in for Luka Doncic. And Trey Burke subbed in for Jalen Brunson. Najee takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Excellent assist there. Just led him to the perfect spot.
Pass to Richardson. Here's Finney-Smith. Second shot opportunity. From short range. Gets a hand on it. Tries yet again. Good work defensively by Millsap. And so it's Morris with it. He'll bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. Here's McGee. And the slam dunk by McGee.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board, and I don't mean style points. Redick against McGee. Outside for Redick. Dishes it to Burke. And the layup falls. And the Mavericks lead by 12.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Millsap with the steal. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's on Porzingis. The Nuggets have shot 75% at the line tonight, going 3 for 4. Mavericks making a switch here. No good on the second, so he hits 1 of 2. Millsap passes to Najee, and he trims the lead to single digits. Najee's got 4 this quarter.
And Millsap is a team player, someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
To the inside, Porzingis kicks to Finney-Smith. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall. And so it's the Dallas Mavericks ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this 4th and final quarter. The Nuggets trail by 9. So out there for the Nuggets right now. Paul Millsap out there with Green. Then there's Bull. And it's Rivers. And it's Harrison in at the 1 spot. Back to Millsap. Pass to Harrison. And it's Finney-Smith with the rebound.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Here's Hardaway. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
When you watch Hardaway shoot, one thing that stands out, he has a very quick release.
And, Greg, that's what makes the jumper very tough to contest, especially when he's dialing it up from range. You have to stay connected to this guy defensively. It's not easy to do with the other weapons on this team.
Luka Doncic, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Shot is good, and the Mavericks' lead is cut down now to just 9 in the bucket from Rivers. Finney-Smith passes to Burke. Some nice passing here by Dallas. That shot misses. Great D that time from Green. Harrison in the corner. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. Bull, that's good.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Her kicks to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
What a pass by Luka Doncic. He's got tremendous size, and obviously they want the ball in his hands.
Harrison scanning the floor. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Luka Doncic.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Marjanovic checked in for Dallas. Jalen Brunson comes in for Trey Burke. The Nuggets also changing it up. Jokic comes in for Jermichael Green, and it's Michael Porter in for Paul Millsap. Hardaway up top, and the pass to Marjanovic.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Here's the three. The shot will not fall, and the Mavericks going the other way now. And Doncic gets it to go.
You cannot let Doncic get established on the interior. This guy feels very comfortable wherever he is on the floor.
Pass to Jokic. Bull with it. The putback. Jokic on the follow.
How about the anticipation and the timing there? He is all over it.
If they want to, they can milk the clock just a little bit here.
Yeah, that's the best option.
Porzingis high post. And it's Jokic with the rebound.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
A nice shot by Rivers.
And at 7'2", Bull has incredible vision, including noticing when his teammates are open.
And Doncic, here we go. Hardaway finds Doncic. It falls for the sixth time in 7 tries this contest. That's 86%.
This guy a tough cover for any defender. Creative and assertive scoring the ball.
Rivers passes to Jokic. Banked in off the glass.
Huge. Jokic comes through just fearless. What an option.
Pass to Marjanovic. Inside, Porzingis, and the dunk by Porzingis.
Now flying high and throwing it down with the one hand.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys. Down low, it's stolen by Marjanovic. 1:09 left in the game. Brunson kicks to Porzingis. Trying to find Brunson. Gets it to him. Goes back up. Back to Porzingis. Out to Hardaway. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Marjanovic. Rebound by the Nuggets.
This has reached desperation time for him.
I'll tell you, you need absolute perfection on every possession. That's what it's going to take here.
And so it's Brunson with it. He brings it up for Dallas. They lead by 7. Jacks up a 3. Dallas keeping it alive. A fresh 14.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Rivers passes to Harrison. Now, here's Bull. Back to Harrison. Fires from the line. The rebound by Marjanovic. Brunson with it. So we see the Mavericks get the win here. David, thank you as always. And that'll do it, folks. Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. NBA. Looking now at the lineups for both teams tonight. Some names out of action.
And this is where you see the depth of your team put to the test. Neither squad at full strength in this one. So I expect to see adjustments in various matchups as the first half starts to shape up.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. We've got Robert Covington. Also Anthony out there. Damian Lillard out there with Nurkic. And it's Simons in at the 2 guard. And for the Nuggets, Michael Porter's out there at Bull. And it's Rivers. And it's Nikola Jokic. And so the Denver Nuggets get the first points in the ballgame. Now Lillard off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Always an appreciation for Lillard and his build, just how rugged he is, along with that fearlessness.
Porter in the corner. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. Back to Rivers. Shot clock at 5. Passes it to Jokic. Shoots over Nurkic. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
Oh, Jokic being assertive now in the mid-range and has the touch to bury that kind of shot.
Simons surveying the D. Porter against Lillard. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Over Porter. And it's Lillard missing.
Oh, can't punish the defense for leaving him open that time. That's a frustrating miss for a really steady jump shooter.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Well, he's going to just keep going now. That's early confidence for him. You dig down deep at some of the numbers. Jokic is a much better defender than what he gets credit for. I think we always think about athleticism around rim protection, but sometimes it's just about size and smarts, and he has that.
Here's Simons. Over Rivers. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And Nurkic does a great job just keeping the motor running.
The Nuggets have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. Outside Porter. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game. And Jokic likes physical play. Brent, he embraces the contact.
Well, you look at his physique, and I think he can absorb a lot of what it is that comes his way. But he's comfortable wrestling. He's got brothers. He knows what that's like. And he also loves to mess around with those press conference microphones, as we see.
uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
Now here's Porter. Here's Jokic, and the shot is good, dropping in off the front of the rim. Jokic has got 6.
Well, the confidence just keeps growing with Jokic and his shot. Pretty much ready to shoot as soon as it touched his hands.
Simons, the pass to Nurkic. Here's Lillard, and then Lillard slams it in.
Gives the team such a great element, having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Like to see that assertiveness, especially from the guy who's going to orchestrate your offense.
Pass to Porter. It's stolen by Anthony. Simons, the pass to Lillard. Jokic against Nurkic. Now here's Anthony, guarded closely. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Well, Melo's getting inside, maybe even under the skin right now of the defense.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Yusuf Nurkic. Jones comes in for Robert Covington. Norman Powell's checked in for Anthony Simons. And it's C.J. McCollum in for Damian Lillard. Now, here is Morris. And good that time.
Yeah, another nice bucket down low. They've really been able to work the ball into the post effectively here so far.
Here's McCollum. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first. Kicks it to Kanter. Basket good.
I know CJ plays the two-guard position alongside Lillard, but he does have point guard vision, and that's a great find.
And there's the pass to Millsap. Back to Morris. Pass to Chunchuk. Looking for McGee. He gets it there. And the wide open shot from Morris. A three-pointer off the mark. Trailblazers have gone 5 of 7 today so far. Nice shooting to get this game underway. And it's Anthony with the jam.
Now Melo getting up and slamming one home.
Passes it to Chunchuk. Outside Millsap. Here's Morris. No good on the last second attempt there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a... Well, earlier, Damian Lillard spoke to us about how he deals.
I look to the times where...
Greg, he's certainly a gentleman in victory and defeat.
You know, Lillard takes the L as a learning opportunity. Sure, it stings, but he also knows it can make them stronger if they use it right.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. What stands out to you guys from the Trailblazers so far in this one?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
Working the offensive glass that sometimes comes from predictable shots from your offense, and they've been opportunistic here.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's the second quarter of play. On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Norman Powell is out there with McCollum. Then there's Derek Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Giles in at the power forward. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. And you played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line. They give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names. Porter's checked in for Denver. Pass to Giles. The feed to Jones. Giles kicks to McCollum. Back to Giles. That falls. Nice feed that time from McCollum. Giles has got the lead up to 4 now for the Trailblazers. Rivers passes to Harrison. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. Now the pass to Rivers. Here's Harrison. Fires for 3. And Cantor pulls it down. And Cantor throws it down.
Great body control for the big man. You love how Cantor can take the hit and still score.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Rivers passes to Green. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And after some time over in France and the G League, Jermichael Green catching on as a steady NBA veteran.
In Memphis, the Grizzlies played him over Zach Randolph for some time. He's a guy that just keeps working and has found a niche now as his three-point shot has found more consistency in the NBA.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Giles. Simons, he's checked in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. Pass to Jokic. Campazzo. They get it back. Jokic kicks to Green. Pass to Harrison. Back to Green. Just 5 on the clock. Now, here's Jokic. Shoots over Covington. That one's in there, and the Portland lead is cut down to just 4 points with a bucket from Jokic.
One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Lillard looking around. It's Powell on the wing. Fires the 3. It's hauled in by the Nuggets. Here's Jokic. Denver gets it back. Outside, Porter. Pass to Harrison. Green breaking loose. Trailblazers leading by 4. Powell, no one around him. His 3-pointers off the mark. The pass to Jokic. Campazzo. From outside, off the mark. And Simons has got the ball here for the Trailblazers. They've only given up 6 here in this quarter. Nurkic, the pass to Simons. From 11 feet away, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way. Outside, Porter. Pass to Harrison. Pulls up from the corner. Porter. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, Porter working very hard to keep the play alive and come up with some point production.
Here is Lillard. He has 6. And it's sent back by Jokic. Feeds it to Green. The game now all time.
You saw he altered his release, allowing him to get around his defender and then laid it in.
Lillard left side, and it's good, but hold on. The officials may want to look at that one on the replay monitor. And the teams are going to have to wait before heading to the locker room. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back with the third quarter of basketball following half.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, the first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They never put themselves in too much danger. And
we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. One guy who's getting it done is Lillard.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure Coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
We've got Monte Morris. JaVale McGee is out there with Paul Millsap, and it's Harrison in it shooting guard. That's the group for Mike Malone getting going here in the second half. Portland leading. Here's Simons. Up again. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And, folks, he did not luck into that one. He knew just where he wanted to be to grab that backboard.
Morris passes to Millsap. Here's Harrison. Millsap looking it over. Here's Chunchar. Rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers leading by 4. Simons, the pass to Covington. Out to Anthony. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. McCollum's checked in for Anthony Simons. We have got to see that sensational mobile one block again.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And stolen by Lillard. Anthony in the corner. Nurkic dishes to McCollum. A second chance effort. Nurkic the pass to Covington. They shoot again, and he sinks the layup. Nurkic has got the lead up to 6 now for the Trailblazers.
At 280 pounds, I think Nurkic is well within his means to score past contact.
Millsap passes to Chunchar.
You talk about things at halftime, and then you come out and you go 0 for 3. I'm sure that wasn't up on the board.
Nurkic in the post. Millsap covering. Cullum passes to Lillard. Just 5 to shoot. Portland needs to get off the shot. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. He kicks the ball. Campazzo covered by Lillard. Porter against Anthony. And that'll be 2. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
To stop the drought, buries the long-range jumper. Porter's got 7.
And you really want to step up and try to make Porter make a move right there. The 3-ball looked easy.
Porter's against McCollum. Back to Lillard. Launches it. Portland no good that time either. The Nuggets trail by 3. Outside Porter. On the wing, Porter. Can't tie it up as that one misses. To the paint. 1:31 left in the third quarter of the game. Porter can't get that one to fall. Trailblazers leading by 3. It's McCollum on the wing. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Kicks it out to Lillard. 6 to shoot. Puts up a 3. Kept alive. Here's Covington. Now the dish to Nurkic. Tough possession there. They stayed with it, but they just couldn't make it. The kick out to Porter. Passes to Millsap. Pass to Rivers. Now Bol shoots over Nurkic. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Nurkic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game. McCollum passes to Covington. Kicks it out to McCollum. 29 seconds left in the third quarter, and he gets it to go.
I feel like when CJ gets a couple of these to go, it accentuates his ability and confidence to score from the outside as well.
Porter passes to Bull. Back to Porter. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Lillard with it. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Trailblazers lead by 3. And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feet. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. And on the floor for Portland here in the fourth, Anthony is out there with Jones. Then it's Enes Kanter. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Simons in at the point.
Not his best game, but they're still getting it done collectively.
Campazzo, guarded by Powell, and he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A three-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And Portland making a change here. Giles is checked in. The Trailblazers shooting reasonably well, 45%. Simons, the pass to Powell. And the dunk by Powell.
Vital basket there. This is just the time and really just the situation when he looks to take over.
Nuggets trail. The pass to Rivers. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Great positioning on the putback.
They're scoring boatloads of buckets. It's raining buckets from inside.
Here's Simons. It's Powell on the wing. Pass to Simons. Dishes to Jones. Portland moving the ball around. Clock is at 3. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
A lot of defenders choose to just back up off of him when he's in that tight, try to avoid the and one, and this time they're not backing off.
Passes it to Giles. He feeds it to Kanter. And Kanter throws it down.
The sheer strength of Kanter really coming through there. Throws it down with intent.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Porter passes to Jokic. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
You're not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Offensive rebound. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Simons. Jokic grabs the miss. Jokic has got 4 rebounds now tonight.
Okay, and he has not made one shot in this one. Has to be on his mind every time he's pulling up.
And it's clear Porter is a gutsy guy, someone who enjoys taking and making huge shots for his team.
And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Portland's going with right now. Robert Covington's checked in for Harry Giles. Carmelo Anthony comes in for Derek Jones. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Powell.
And that is what you need in big moments. Lillard's a strong leader with competitive drive. Bingo.
Pass to Harrison. He dishes it to Bull. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And it's Anthony with the ball for Portland. A 2-point game. kicks it out to Lillard. Anthony against Millsap. The pass to Lillard. Outside Anthony. The feed to Covington. Up and in on the layup. And now a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
Melo with another moment.
Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Jokic finds Morris. Back to Jokic. That ball is good for another field goal. His sixth. He is 6 for 9 on the stat sheet.
He's simply staying aggressive right now, and Jokic is ready to shoot at the biggest moments.
Lillard with no one around. Frames it from downtown.
And he wants the ball at the end of the games. You can see why Lillard's stepping up again to the challenge.
Morris outside to the inside. Jokic kicks to Morris. Back to Jokic. Out to Morris. Lets it go from deep. The offensive rebound. It's good. What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
Look, Jokic continues to get confidence. He is becoming that guy for this team.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
Pass to Covington. Over Bull. Good.
Give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad.
Here's Jokic. No good that time. Excellent D from Cantor. So the Trailblazers win it. They seem to... All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Well, folks, that's good. And coming to you today from Portland, Oregon, on the banks of the beautiful Willamette River. And before
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Doncic out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Marjanovic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for the Trailblazers, Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then it's Anthony. Then it's Damian Lillard. And it's Simons in at the 2 spot. Here's Lillard. Keeps it alive. And Covington stays with it.
And the first of many to come. Explosive offensive talent on both sides.
Yeah, I'm curious to see which team is able to dictate the pace tonight as well as the style of play.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
And how about the vision there from Doncic? Can make the easy pass and also the difficult.
Lillard finds Covington. Here's Simons. Lets it go with a 3. A rebound by Marjanovic. Porzingis with the ball. Now guarded by Nurkic. Porzingis. It's good on the putback.
And what a motor. Porzingis is an all-star talent who is also willing to do the dirty work.
The Trailblazers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Lillard, right side. The dive for the ball. Out of bounds, Dallas will take possession. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. Doncic passes to Porzingis. Unloads. And Doncic gets it to go.
His offensive skill set is off the charts. He has more than a few ways to punish.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lillard the pass to Simons. The layup missed.
Just 1 for 5 from the field now. I mean, they've come out flat. They need to pick up the energy.
Out to Porzingis. Pass to Doncic. Now Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes play. And the basket by Lillard. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important. And then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. McCollum, no good.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Powell finds Richardson. It's Redick on the wing. Just 4 to shoot. Kicks it out to Richardson. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Cauley Stein, he's checked in for Marjanovic. Trailblazers trail by 7. We've got 1:28 left here in the first quarter. Here's McCollum. And the rejection by Cauley Stein.
Capable of being a defensive anchor. The key for Cauley Stein is positioning himself to swat shots.
Now the Mavericks moving it up, and he lobs it up toward the rim. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And the chemistry Cauley Stein has with his guys is evident. He knows when to go for these alley-oops.
McCollum against Richardson. Powell with the steal. There's 53 seconds left in the first quarter. And Enes Kanter picks up the foul. That's his first foul. Harry Giles is checked in for Robert Covington. The Mavericks also with a sub. Burke, he's checked in for J.J. Redick. Powell dishes to Richardson.
And when Richardson is aggressive, good things tend to happen, including how he attracts fouls while shooting.
This is his first free throw of the game. And he makes the first. And Richardson drops them both.
Oh, you can get spoiled watching him at the line. I mean, you just expect him to make every one, every time.
There's 39 seconds left to play here in the first. McCollum passes to Powell. He's looking for McCollum and finds him. Here's Kanter. And that's good off the glass that time.
A true inside-outside player. We know Kanter can hit a 3, but he's at his best closer in.
Burke dishes to Cauley Stein. Burke kicks to Richardson. And it's off from three-point range. To the middle. Powell, the pass to Giles. And a strong finish with 2 hands.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful 2-hand jam. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw of the game.
And as a team, excellent a season ago. About 80% when they got to the line.
And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal. And before the game, we ran into Damian Lillard, who touched upon.
What we've learned is staying together.
And Greg, of course, he helps keep everyone on the same page.
He communicates well with his teammates, and he listens. That's why they trust him. The discussions go both ways.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And let's quickly break down the game we've seen here, guys, from the Mavericks.
Well, the offense is clicking, and they seem to have seized the momentum here early on.
Yeah, how many coaches say, we want to start fast? Now, let's see if they can maintain that intensity.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, we've got C.J. McCollum. Anthony is out there with Ennis Cantor. Then there's Norman Powell. And it's Jones in at the small forward position. Harry Giles is checked in for the Trailblazers. And then for Dallas, Porzingis is checked in for Dwight Powell. And Doncic is subbed in for Richardson. Here's Porzingis. That shot is off. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Tries it from 9. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down to just 6 points on the bucket from Powell. Mavericks have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Cauley-Stein passes to Doncic. Looking for Cauley-Stein. He gets it there. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. Cauley-Stein's got 6.
And you got to do more than that to slow Cauley-Stein down. I mean, he's used to absorbing contact while shooting.
Pass to Powell. And we're now about a minute and a half into the second quarter. Shot from 12. And it's Giles missing. Mavericks leading by 8. Burke, the pass to Porzingis. Back to Burke. Passes to Finney-Smith. And that one's good. Burke. And here's McCollum. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. There's the pass to Powell. Now McCollum. And he banks in the layup.
And McCollum is remarkably quick. Love seeing him put it on the deck and finish at the rim.
And so it's Burke who brings up the ball for the Dallas Mavericks. There's the dish to Cauley-Stein. Porzingis feeling it out a bit. Here's Burke. Off target from outside. Trailblazers trail by 8. Pushing it up. Here's Jones. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Porzingis kicks to Doncic. Pass to Finney-Smith. Pass to Porzingis. Here's Finney-Smith. Passes it to Burke. Now here's Cauley-Stein. Defended by Jones. Here's Burke. The three-pointer, no good. For Portland, they've gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Here's Powell, and the dunk by Powell.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play.
Hard work on the boards. A lot of competition for that one. But he's got the limp to be the first one, too.
McCollum with the ball. He's picked up by Doncic.
That'll get you a pat on the back from your teammate, McCollum. Unselfish and aware. Picking out the perfect pass.
Outside, Porzingis. Now, here's Burke. He's guarded closely. Finney-Smith passes to Porzingis. Second chance shot, and it's good on the way in. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
And a little contact won't go a long way against Porzingis. What a display of physicality.
Powell down low. Burke covering. It's tipped. Here's Jones. It's deflected. Chalk up 2 there.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Doncic feeling it out. From 13, that's good on the jump shot.
And guys, the intelligence is evident. When the pick comes, Doncic often makes the right read.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. McCollum outside. Porzingis with the block, and he recovers it.
And the speed of McCollum, outstanding at using it on the drive to pick up the contact.
The Trailblazers shooting their second and third shots at the line right here. And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. And so McCollum nails both of them. Brunson the pass to Hardaway. Brunson kicks to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff.
All right, thank you, David. And folks, don't go away after the break. We'll see you right back here.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, right out of the gates, it was Dallas setting the tone. Tenacious on both ends of the floor. And that should...
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Boban Marjanovic, he's really playing well.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
Yeah, the offense looks crisp, and guys are hitting their shots.
Here's who Rick Carlisle is starting the second half with. Hardaway and Porzingis in at the forward slots. Jalen Brunson out there with Willie Cauley-Stein. And it's Marjanovic in at the 5. Trailblazers trail by 6. Lillard surveying the D. When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
Lillard attacking. Porzingis with the block.
And with his length, Porzingis can be very disruptive on D. Not easy to get the shot off over that huge frame.
Mavericks leading by 6. Cauley-Stein passes to Hardaway. Cauley-Stein kicks to Brunson.
Oh, that's some fancy ball handling right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble?
And here's Lillard. He brings it up for the Trailblazers. They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
And there's the pass to Nurkic. Out left to the wing. Here's Lillard. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
He's forcing things a little bit in this quarter, settling for shots that he'd be better off passing up.
Lillard against Marjanovic. And Robert Covington picks up the foul. That's his first foul. He's jacked in for Dallas. Richardson comes in for Willie Cauley-Stein. A little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the third. Brunson with it. Now guarded by Nurkic. 5 on the clock. Brunson the pass to Marjanovic. And Marjanovic with the slam.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. Lillard against Brunson. Shot is good, and the Mavericks lead is cut down now to just 8 on the basket from Lillard.
Well, talking about Lillard, he's so good as a scorer in the paint. I mean, probably just as good as any point guard.
Hardaway kicks to Brunson. Back to Hardaway. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. That's it, and the Dallas lead is cut down to 8 on the bucket from Damian Lillard.
He's really turned it around here in the second half. I mean, his offense has returned.
Brunson the pass to Hardaway. And here is Marjanovic. He's guarded by Nurkic. Taken away by Anthony. Here's Lillard. That one falls coming off Anthony's feet. Lillard's got 8 here in the quarter.
He's been a different player since halftime. Coming on strong now.
On the wing, Hardaway. Dallas moving the ball around. Here's Richardson. And the rebound by Nurkic. Trailblazers trail by 6. There's 42 seconds left to play here in the third. Lillard against Brunson. And Nurkic gets it to go.
The closer Nurkic is to the basket, the more dangerous he is. A solid interior scorer.
Now here's Brunson. Pass to Marjanovic. Now here's Powell. Just his first attempt. Nice touch on the bank shot. Powell's got his first points of the game.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time.
Brunson against Lillard. Can't hit the free throw line jumper. And so it's Dallas with a 6-point lead at the end of the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
Yeah, and I like the fact we get to see this pass one more time. A magnificent feed, and you love to see your off guard taking over the playmaking duties with this much skill.
Well, I like that he didn't make his decision too early. You know, he let the play develop. That's how you do it. Finds the weakness in that defense.
3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. They've got Jones. Enes Kanter is out there with Giles. Then there's McCollum. And it's Powell in at the 2. That's the group in the game for the Trailblazers. Doncic against McCollum. Off the left rim and out. Trailblazers trail by 4. Powell in the high post. To the paint and stolen by Richardson. The drive by Redick. That's good from Doncic on the assist from Redick. And it's 6 points for Luka Doncic.
Oh, man, you better appreciate the unselfishness. When Redick sees an open teammate, as great of a shooter as he is, he's fast at getting him the ball.
Powell dishes to McCollum. Good work there as it goes. McCollum's got 4 points this quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Here's Doncic. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Enes Kanter.
You just never know what Doncic is going to do. I mean, which is one of the reasons he gets the defense to foul it.
For the Trailblazers, Robert Covington's checked in for Giles. Anthony comes in for Derek Jones. And Lillard subbed in for McCollum. And Dallas also making a switch. Marjanovic is checked in. Doncic against Lillard. Good.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Doncic passes to Redick. Doncic against Lillard. Outside for Redick. Back to Doncic. They get it again. No good that time. Trailblazers trail by 4. Powell, no one around him, but they'll get another chance. Here's Cantor. Back to Covington. Outside Anthony. Lillard left side. Just 3 to shoot. Another shot. That's in there. Anthony with the assist. And now just a 2-point Maverick lead.
Nicely done. They continue to attack inside, and that's 10 points in a row in the paint.
Doncic passes to Marjanovic. Outside Covington. Kicks it out to Lillard. It's stolen by Marjanovic. Pass to Redick. Lillard against Doncic. Passes it to Porzingis. Count the bucket. And here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. Well, he's been doing it all night. Why not go back to him?
Exactly. Give it to the guy with the hot hand as long as you can. Let him try to close this out.
Here's Lillard. Cantor trying to free himself up. And with that, the Maverick lead is cut down now to just 4 points with the basket from Damian Lillard. Doncic with it. Now the pass to Brunson. Doncic with it. Lillard picks him up. Doncic kicks to Hardaway. Clock at 6. Back to Doncic. And here's Cantor. There's 49 seconds left in the fourth. Here's Covington. The Mavericks pull it in.
I don't think the D does good enough here, but something causes the miss.
Marjanovic finds Doncic. Back to Marjanovic. Good. And the assist goes to Doncic. And the Mavericks lead by 6.
And you gotta respect Luka's passing skills. Just a multi-talented player who is all about sharing the basketball.
And it's Lillard missing. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Doncic. Brunson with a clean look. Off target with his 3. Here's Simons. Laces one from 3. Brunson scanning the floor. So a close game sees Dallas taking this. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll wrap it up, folks.